This video is for education purposes only, so part 2. Again, I filmed a longer video of this, but I'm just going to do a shorter recap. And if I post the longer ones on a different day, I post them on a different day. So that's what's going on with this technology, this computer that's targeting and attacking and harming my body in the spiritual as well as in the physical, and how it's taking, how it's impacting my life physically, mentally, emotionally, especially without a support system. You know, my father, the Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild, who goes by Kevin Doyle, knows exactly what's going on. My mother, the witch that's been here since 1492, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is Michelle Doyle, knows exactly what's going on. I do not have currently that support system to talk about this, and I've been cut off from my brother. I believe up until a certain point, you know, if this breakdown happens and I hurt myself or I hurt the space that I'm in, I don't know what it's going to look like. All I know is that based off of those experiences I've had, you know, I end up in that hospital some way, somehow, and he's there to experience it and be made aware of what is happening to me. If you are paying attention, if you paid attention to how I speak in other videos, which is this video, just notice my breath. You know, this thing has been going on, the shaking in my head or in different parts of my body, because I filmed about 2 15-minute videos prior to this. So for that amount of time, and my speech is less calm and at ease, and my saliva, like my mouth just feels so incredibly dry, and that's something that wasn't happening until about a week ago, where I just feel the need to keep swallowing. I'm not swallowing right now, and I feel like that's changing, hopefully, but because I suspect and believe, because my body is becoming more sensitive as this shift happens, whether I'm outside or not, I am feeling more of what has been happening to my body and what may also be increasing in what is being done to my body. But I am acknowledging and sharing that I'm feeling it more. Pardon me, from the isolations of it being in my head to it being in my heart chakra area, stomach, could target literally any part of the body. I'm feeling it more in my, you know, like private part area, and that's not comfortable. But all of that just increasing, and it forcing me to figure out to give myself what I need without a support system. Here in the physical, I should say. And then in regards to, because I titled these notes just as depression and anxiety, so let's go to the second one. It's not depression or anxiety, but it's my body naturally reacting to being attacked and harmed every day. And depending on the intensity, it can be light, and I do want to share that, and other times it can be extremely painful. But I've talked about how, you know, we're the ones that make everything go in this matrix. We're the ones connected to nature. And I made the discovery that, you know, when they're by the trees, it's not them hurting the trees or killing the energy by the trees. They're affecting me. What made this discovery? My body being more sensitive and feeling my heart chakra. So my heart chakra is constantly being attacked. And when there are those people that go to those spaces, like I'm at a park and they walk by me or say something or maybe spin my chakras irregularly, if there's maybe a vehicle or a plane, something that is adding to the disruption of the flow of energy in that space that my body and your body naturally has, whether you or I are consciously aware of it or not. Um, so the to I'm adding that in here because it plays into the part of, let's say I believe what's gonna lead to, oh, you have, or I've gone to a couple hospital visits and they've said, oh, anxiety. And it's not anxiety or anxiousness out of nowhere. It's the strategic planning to put me in more of a unsafe space, in the sense like I'm in an environment, I'm in a nice hotel, but let's try to scare him. Let's try to rattle him, so that my vibration, right, since it's us that are connected to nature, and naturally nature will respond in some way, shape, or form. For me, it's with the wind. That's what I've noticed the most. So to disrupt that, when I've been scared through people saying things behind corners that I can't see, or popping out of nowhere and coming at me through an intense speed, or sounds being made like dropping of metal around the corner or by me, or right after I walk behind them in my back, which is where the chakras are aligned or more exposed. I am now noticing over this past couple weeks that my heart chakra feels this vibration, and it shifts. And as a result, after that thing happens and this happens, the air in the space no longer is as alive as it was before. And what I've done in those moments is spray water on my chest to give myself what I need. And in those moments, I've discovered that, having that water on my chest reconnects with the environment and with nature more quickly, and the bond is just strengthened in those moments. I don't do it every day because I don't want to be like doing this all the time. But I'm sharing that because I heard through either Remedy H or Rashad Jamal that, they took the hydrogen out of the atmosphere. And to me, that is a reason as to why, and why the hydrogen is coming back at a higher level. So that the connection that we naturally have is in more of a strengthened state. I mean, you know what your crown is like when it's has water, when it's hydrated, versus when it is extremely dry and brittle. It can lead to breakage and those ends falling off. So I'm putting that in here because it ties into the disruption of energy and connection of the space when I get startled. I'm just kind of looking on here and looking at the time because I don't want to make this too long. That was pretty much everything that needed to be said, I believe. I did film a longer one again, and I might post that one on a different day, but for today, I just wanted to add this. And again, they're not targeting the space, they are targeting you. Their job is to target you. It doesn't have to be through pain, but whatever they can do, it could just be a conversation. It could be someone pulling you out of that headspace if you, ruminate with your thoughts, or if you imagine, if you daydream, what can they do to pull you out of that daydream, to pull you out of that connection that you are having with your higher self and with the space that you are in. So I'm going to end this video now because, again, it's getting too long. But that is what's going on with me, and making the discovery that the reason and motivation behind setting up these strategic scenarios to startle me and scare me is so that my heart chakra does a little rattle like a dryer, just and there's an immediate shift of the energy in the space and an immediate disconnection, whether that disconnection is strong or little. If I'm disconnected like this or disconnected like this, and now I have to find my way back to this connection, which is naturally going to happen just over time. So what can be done also depending on the day, to further keep that connection here, or delay the connection that is naturally occurring as somebody that is connected to the land and connected to nature. Same thing for you, you know, in each scenario that I believe we are put in is different based off of our internal connection that we have, specific internal connection that we have with the land, because we're all connected, but how we are all connected, I believe that is where it varies. So how you are pulled out of it during your day is going to change versus how I am. So yeah, that's this video for now. Just doing a brief recap on the strategic isolations, and again, I might post the other ones if I feel a need on a different day. But I want to send peace, courage, protection, and divine cosmic love to all Atlantean Anunnakis, remembering who they are and remembering their divinity. Peace.